Uh, for today's lesson is really very short, just focusing on capillary. Okay, let's continue about capillary. Okay, so this is actually a summary of the features of the capillaries and their significance. Why is it important? So, due to the large total cross-sectional area, the large surface area, it actually help to slow down the blood flow. Can you imagine you're running a course, then suddenly you need to run a maze. Okay, obviously you will start to slow down because in a maze, right, you need to look around, you need to like think of there are more possible routes and all that. So because of that, it will actually help to slow down the blood flow. And because of the slower blood flow, it actually allow more time, no, for the exchange of substances to for the diffusion or osmosis to take place properly. Okay, and it has a one cell thick capillary wall. Is so that allow these dissolved substances or small particles to diffuse across. Okay, and it's actually let the diffusion process right to be easier, to be shorten the time. Imagine there's many different layers of cell. You need to diffuse from cell to cell, so it will actually make the process of diffusion even longer. So this will help due to the thin one cell thick layer of cells, right? The layer it help to speed up the diffusion of substances. Okay, allow this diffusion process to be more efficient. And there's a lot of branching, numerous narrow branching is somewhat related to the first point. It provides a large surface area to volume ratio. So again, due to a larger surface area to ratio, right, the blood flow, it allow more blood flow that flow to the entire capillaries. Okay, so this allow the diffusion process to be even more efficient. Okay, imagine one route, we can only allow this volume of blood flowing through. But if I have a lot of branching, at one time, I can allow a larger volume of blood flowing through the capillaries within that shorter period of time. Okay, so just illustrate with you how does a change of substances take place from this particular PowerPoint slide. So you can see, for example, I have this red blood cell flowing in the blood capillary. Okay, this is a blood capillary. This is a one cell thick. Okay, you can see this cell, this cell, this cell, one layer, another layer. So as I flow blood flow, right, this red blood cell, the oxygen will diffuse, okay, into the surrounding cells. Okay, these are the tissue cells. And at the same time, the waste products like carbon dioxide will be diffused across into the blood, into the blood here and be carried by the blood capillary. So you see, this is how what we meant by a change of substances at change. So oxygen and food go to the tissue cells, and the tissue cells give out the waste products and the carbon dioxide. Waste products will include urea. I'm not sure whether you also remember what is urea. Where does urea comes from? Urea actually comes from the deamination of amino acid. When we have the excess amino acid, they will break down into this urea. So this urea, together with carbon dioxide, will be diffused across into the blood plasma and be carried by the blood capillary. Okay, so just to recall some of the diffusion key concept that we learned before in chapter 3. Okay, diffusion is always from down on concentration gradient. Okay, can take place with or without a partially permeable membrane, if you can remember, and doesn't require energy at all. It just happens when once there's a difference in concentration gradient, diffusion will happen. And a rate of diffusion is affected by concentration gradient, the size of particle, the size of the membrane pores. Okay, obviously, if let's say can the partially permeable membrane only have allow small particles to pass through. Okay, so these are the and also temperature. I'm not sure whether you all remember. Diffusion is also affected by temperature. Okay, there's a big problem here. Temperature also. Okay, so this is a summary of what we learned about the arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay, the muscle. So you can see, right, the capillary is one cell thick. Okay, the thickest is the arteries. Veins are thinner. Okay, lumen is small lumen. The veins are large lumen. The capillaries is largest lumen as well. Okay, then valves are absent. Valves are present in the veins, and then capillaries there are no valves at all. Right. So this is how the structure looks like. This is actually my last slide already. So I hope you learn so much about the artery, veins, and capillary. Okay, anytime you don't understand, right, please let me know.